August 25th, 1839, and the sun seldom sets on the British Empire. Captain William Hobson departs Plymouth, England. After 4 months at sea, he arrives at Port Jackson, Australia. 3 weeks later, he sets sail for his final destination. His mission, to make a treaty between the Crown and the native chiefs of New Zealand. February 1840, and New Zealand is currently not a colony of Great Britain. It's home to the native New Zealanders, tangata whenua, people of the land, of whom there are approximately 100,000. There are also about 2,000 tauiwi, foreigners, settlers, whalers, traders and missionaries who live here by the good graces of the local chiefs, who find some advantage in their presence. But with the arrival of Hobson and his treaty, all that could soon change. Heke Pōkai, significant chief of the Ngapuhi, also known as Hone Heke. He attended the church missionary school at Kerikeri, where he was found to be intelligent and troublesome.
From my good friend, Mr. Busby.
My dear friend, I make contact with you again. A warship has arrived with a chief on board sent by the Queen of England to be a governor for us both. Now he suggests that all the chiefs of the Confederation of New Zealand on Wednesday of this Holy Week coming should gather to meet him. From your dear friend, Busby.
Heke's wife, Hariata Rongo, daughter of the late, great and fearsome Ngapuhi chief, Hongi Hika.
Okay. He invites me to a meeting in my own land.
Excuse me.
You can't stop.
Hi, I was just wondering if... William Colenso, Church Missionary Society printer and naturalist.
Still no word from Busby. The situation has become most urgent.
Thank you. Samuel Ironside, Wesleyan missionary.
Still no sign. Nothing. What's the man doing in there? There is but 2 days before the Hui, a meeting called to discuss relations between the British Crown and the natives of New Zealand, and to bring about an agreement between the two peoples. But at this rate, it'll be a miracle if there's a treaty at all.
James Busby, British resident and representative of the Crown in New Zealand. Until now.
In the last 7 years, I've done everything I can to bring the civilizing effect of the Empire to these poor, ignorant, lawless savages.
A man described as having made a full occupation of complaining.
I was given neither troops nor any means of enforcing my position in this lawless place. Is His Excellency ready to continue?
No, he's still there. Ill-disposed.
James Stewart Freeman, private secretary to Hobson, recently of Sydney. Rumoured brothel owner, once described as the most disgustingly immoral, swindling scoundrel in town. But lovely handwriting, apparently.
This really can't wait.
Do come in.
Your Excellency, on the matter of the treaty, we are most anxious... What's the matter with him?
William Hobson, naval officer, the man commissioned to become New Zealand's first governor. And not a well man.
He had the most frightful breeze with the ship's captain over a matter of protocol.
An argument?
Since then.
Can he even speak? Sir, the native chiefs are converging as per instructions. We need the treaty now so that it can be translated in time, otherwise they may leave. It might prove impossible to get them back again. Is there a draft? Anything?
My folio.
His folio.
briefing from Lord Normanby of the Colonial Office and His Excellency's work in progress.
Is this... all?
I have been ill-disposed.
Yes.
Right. Then perhaps I might...
It may be for the best, sir.
Right.
Teruki?
Another important Ngāpuhi chief, Teruki, the Duke Kawiti.
Ki mai kia hau, hea tō hia. Mohio ana hone heke mana Ngāpuhi arahi. E tino kahai ki te take.
Tēnā pēr te wā ka rongo ia.
Ke konei ahau ki te arahi. E hara ki te aru. Nā kia mohio koutou ko wai, a hone he.
Oia taku moe a. I umai a tau iwi, me tana rau. Ahaya e mātau. Ai. Nā hoki ka pau i te ahi. Rere ana te pungarehu ki te takiwa a tau wana mate ana ngā whenua. I ngaro i te pungarehu. Ngaro whenua. Ngaro mana.
Kera kōrua.
In the tent! In the tent! Come on, gentlemen, we haven't much time. Let's go, let's go!
Jack Jones, trader.
I jumped ship back in 27 after a disagreement with the ship's captain over a certain pistol. Ran smack bang into a bunch of natives who were of a mind to eat me until I showed them the disputed pistol. And then their chief decided I'd better serve as their pet white boy. Set myself up in Kororareka and haven't looked back.
Kororareka described as the hellhole of the Pacific.
Yep. Potatoes, pigs, and prostitutes. Them natives, they know the value of trade. And now these bastards have come to ruin it for us.
Language, Mr. Jones.
Go to hell, your reverend.
Henry Williams, Church Missionary Society, known respectfully by the Māori as Four Eyes, the man chosen to translate the treaty.
If there's ever to be one.
Father to 11 children, a man described as arrogant, stubborn and fearless. Qualities apparently admired by the tangata whenua.
I have a letter from the Bishop of Australia requesting that I use my influence on the native chiefs to sign. To do that will require a treaty in a language they can understand.
E wawa tāna rātou I te tiriti. E pai mo te ogo, e pai mo tātou katoa.
Kei tāngā mīnare.
I tino hoa karu whākia mātou.
Ai, kia kūtu.
He hā e te mana o te tiriti. E pakanga ana tātou. I haere mai te karere a te Queen, I rungi I te rangi Māori e.
Me te wakataua.
Ki ko atu.
Me piri tātou ki ngā mihingare. Nā te atua, e tono ki te arahi ā tātou.
Te atua I ngārangi, e harapa te atua katonika.
E rewa. E kaitahi ana anō te kāinga mata me wiwi.
Me wi.
Anā, kua tai mai te koro kēnei.
Tuki.
Heke pokai. Tana hakapono e tino tangata ia. A moia nei te tamahine a hongi hika.
E pukiriri tonu ana te mauhere I āhau, ka taika herea I āhau ki te rākara.
Nā te aha, mahi pēnā koe.
Nā te mea, poau tēnā. Te kau mai iwa te pake. Me e mea, nau ia I kōru. Ka patua koe te hakamā.
Ho wā kōrero tēnei. Ka ue hako raruraru.
Patuone and his brother Tāmati Wakanene, Great warriors, they fought alongside Hongi Hika when he returned from England with his 200 muskets.
There was so much slaughtering, they were gorged with human flesh. It made them sick in their heads and weak.
Ko murua wāko hara, mai te kaha ihu karaiti.
Ko Hongi Hika I haere ki ngā rangi, ka tūtaki ki te kingi. E tini ngā tāngata, e maha ngā pū. Ai, ki te hoki I te tikanga tiaki, I ngā mangu I poe akana. Koe a te take mo te tiriti.
Good day, gentlemen!
I saw Busby holding this folio aloft as in triumph, and I thought, Lord be praised, it was going to be close, but we can still make it.
And when he came ashore, all he had were a few scratchings and some half-baked notions. He is frustrating to the extreme, obstinate, petty, and obsessed with what he perceives as personal slights.
Let's not forget, James Busby introduced the grapevine to New Zealand.
I was pleasantly surprised to discover he makes a very palatable red.
No,
It needs plain language.
It is a legal document, a treaty with Her Majesty, and as such will be subject to the judgment of history.
I must say I agree with Mr. Busby. It needs flourish, style, elan.
It needs to be understood by the native mind. At this point, I'm thinking even I don't understand it. The instructions from the Colonial Office were confusing, to say the least.
Well, of course, Lord Normanby's brief was somewhat ambiguous. It needs to be capable of flexible interpretation if it is to stand the test of time.
In one line, Lord Normanby acknowledges that the natives have sovereignty over New Zealand soil. And yet a few lines later, he suggests that they are incompetent to act or even deliberate in concert.
And how is this a problem?
He wants them to give their free and intelligent consent to this treaty, and at the same time suggests that they are incapable of such a thing.
Well, then perhaps we should delay this gathering of the tribes.
That's not possible.
No, we might never get them back.
So we should proceed.
Oh, there is no alternative. We must complete this treaty tonight. Even so, there won't be time to set it to print.
Less than 2 days to go, and there's still no treaty in English, much less te reo. That's cutting it fine.
Hey. All right. All right. What do you got for me? Chief's head, is it? Big chief.
Aye.
Of course. They're all chiefs now. Knew of a chief. He used to parade his pretty tattooed heads in front of potential buyers whilst they were still attached to their bodies. They're slaves, you see. He can do what he likes with them. He can still get them to work his gardens till they're sold. And then... well, there's not much you can teach your New Zealander about supply and demand. What else you got for me? Yeah, they'll do just fine.
E heke. I whai kai ana?
Nui tonu.
He kai au. Ngari me pēhea o mua.
What can you do?
Me ki pēr ke tau. Ki te pōhiri manuhiri e rātau, ma rātau no kia whāngai.
O hara mai nā tētahi. I noi atu.
Reverend?
Ngā mihi mai a wiramu ki a koe.
Pēnā no hoki tāku.
This treaty business. We should talk.
Many speak against this treaty. They are suspicious and don't understand.
Might you help our cause?
I might. Me he mea hau ka whi a tau iwi. O, ka hari ka tatsu te no. Wā pōpō. He pēhea rā te kara.
The New Zealander's mind is like a fish, difficult to grasp. He will say one thing while meaning another, while leaving a third option open in case he wishes, at some late date, to take a completely contrary position.
When it comes down to it, the big question is, what's in it for me? Mō mātou, mō te.
Mō hio ana heke pōkai. A piri tonu tana haere me te Pākehā. Mau noa I tana kupena. He ika iti noa ia. E rahi tonu te nuinga.
You, Joseph Moore, take this Wahine to be like a wife to have and to hold for a few weeks until your ship sets sail?
A way had to be found to protect the natives from the deprivations of the whites, as was an evidence all around with wickedness, perversity, and greed in constant company.
So, good luck.
What is this word?
Extension.
Extensive.
No, that's right.
The next word is immigration.
But none of it's
Is it not the true purpose of this treaty to allow the rule of law? To protect the natives from the settlers and the settlers from their own lawlessness and depravity?
Yes, of course. It is an outcome we all desire.
Can we focus on that? Because
Did they honestly believe that the government of our great empire would go to such lengths to protect a few savages, drunks, and whoremongers from themselves? Really? Please! Now, we have taken your advice. But now, may I suggest that Mr. Busby and I be left to write, so that the Lieutenant Governor still has time to approve and read this document.
And Mr. Williams has time to translate.
Yes, of course. Now, Mr. Busby, perhaps another glass of your excellent wine.
I have chased pirates, enslaved traders across the Indian Ocean. And the yellow fever. 3 times, Mr. Busby, no less. It's a terrible thing to be laid so low at such a time.
Would you like to see it, sir? The treaty, I mean?
Well, of course. That's why we're here. Perhaps you might, Good. Yes. Fine handwriting. James.
Thank you, sir.
So the meeting is tomorrow?
Good. Good.
It is still to be translated.
What? Oh, yes. Of course, I should probably make a few notes. In my chest, if you'd be so kind. You'll find examples of treaties made with the natives of India or Africa or some such. Perhaps we should compare and contrast.
But, sir, surely the conditions here are markedly different.
Oh, yes, yes. Still, no harm in being thorough.
This is it?
Needs to be translated by 10 a.m. tomorrow.
No, earlier, the governor will need to cite it first.
Is he familiar with the language?
Not a word.
I see. Well, there are certain terms which may not be acceptable to a native chief.
What sort of terms?
Sovereignty?
It is a cornerstone of the treaty.
It is asking them to see their mana.
And what is that?
Their power, their right to rule, from their ancestors, but also actions.
The governor agreed it was a very fine treaty.
Then there is no problem.
here was a document that was to be the bedrock of our relations with the natives. And there was no time for measured contemplation and discussion.
Kia ana mata kia ino ia te kia tau I ngō tātou taonga. Ana ia ku kai, te kai o aku tūpuna.
O tātou te whenua, nā tātou ngā tikanga, o tātou ngā rangatira.
New settlers arrive every month, it seems, courtesy of the New Zealand Company. And with them, fresh tensions. Without this treaty, I hesitate not to say that the native population to a man will shortly be in arms. The question of possession may be settled by the extermination of all the Europeans in this part of the island.
We're on the lawns of Busby's house. Word is spread. Trading ships from the United States, Great Britain, France, Australia, South America and other nations are anchored offshore. And settlers and locals keep arriving, keen to learn more of the treaty.
Oi, you lot! Not over there. Okay, come on, move it on. Move it on. Loaves and blooming fishes. That's what they want of me. I've had men scouring the countryside for pigs and potatoes. Well, I cannot perform miracles, and the price of everything's gone up with the demand. Feed the natives, they said. But for how long? How many mouths for how many days? It's a complete and utter debacle.
You'd think they were royalty.
She's a whore from New South Wales. He's the bastard son of a Manchester miller.
They'll do well, no doubt.
No doubt.
But they're saying, if this treaty is signed, we'll have to prove our land was bought fair and square. Aye, but who's to judge? That's what I'd like to know. And what's to stop your native crying foul and selling the same land over again?
E poi ronga tira. E poi tonu tera. Ooh. Hey, wait.
Some of the natives are worried the French are coming.
They do have a ship in the harbour.
But surely you don't believe they would have any intentions on New Zealand?
Well, it might be in the best interests of the natives to let them think so. Here we go.
We should press on. Morning, gentlemen. Thank you. Down here, sir.
What an extraordinary hat.
I have avoided taking a position on this treaty. Even though the great Chief REaly came to me seeking advice, I told him these things were political matters. My concern was only to feed the souls of men with the word of God and direct them to the Catholic faith, naturally.
Jean-Baptiste Francois Pompallier, first Roman Catholic Bishop of New Zealand, known to the natives as Pikopo.
And yet the heresy, the English missionaries, they make every attempt to undermine our cause. They heap scorn upon the Mother Church, and still we continue to make many, many converts. God is good.
Ino e ana hau, kia Pikopo, e pēhea mātou. E hai, kawarane. Ka whakatūpata mai ia. Ko e haka pai, e orite te tikanga te krauna, I tēnā te tangata whenua.
We should go inside.
Might appear unseen.
We are no te tino rangatira. Ko Pikopo anake te hoa o te kāwana, se say.
He says that he, Pompallier, is the only companion for the governor. For the sake of opposition among the natives, I think perhaps we should go in. Come on.
Ko rongo kau te etahi kōrero, tūpia ka praikete.
Make way! Make way for the Lieutenant Governor! Make way!
Gentlemen, let's take our places immediately behind the governor.
This will never do. I will never follow Rome.
To the side.
Quiet! Quiet, please!
Order!
Her Majesty, Victoria, Queen of Great Britain and Ireland,
Victoria, to Queen o Ingarani, Ngaraina.
Wishing to do good to the chiefs and people of New Zealand, and for the welfare of her subjects living among you, has sent me here to this place as governor.
Nā wai ki koia te kāwana mō tātou. E hara ia nō tātou.
But, as the law of England gives no civil powers to Her Majesty out of her dominions, her efforts to do you good will be futile unless you consent.
Rai, ki mai ana me he mea kāre tātou I hai. Kāre rātou e manaki a tātou.
The people of Great Britain are, thank God, free.
Tell that to the Irish.
Silence, His Excellency. Settle down, Paddy.
Free. And as long as they do not transgress the laws, they may go where they please. You have sold them land here and encouraged them to come here.
E mara, e kōrero ana mō. E hara tēnei whenua e nohoi anei tātou nōku e kara.
Her Majesty, always ready to protect her subjects, is also always ready to restrain them.
E ki mai ana rā, e teki nā rātou I a tātou. Tērā hoki te Pākehā kā ora, kā mate, anoho me tātou.
Kei a ia te mana o Queen Victoria o Ingarangi. Nā, ko mau te rongo.
I au e tamariki ana. I e ka atu tuku matua ki tō waka o kāpina kuki. Nā, ka heka mai te wai poaka. Ka ki mai ki a mātou. Hei ui pai tonu a tauiwi. Kia pai, kia rātou. Ko ia te ki, mai tōku matua.
I will now read the treaty.
OK, some edited highlights. There's a preamble where the Queen explains that since British subjects have settled here, it's her responsibility to get them to behave themselves. But to do that, she needs the rule of law that can only come from setting up a civil government. But that government needs to apply to the native population and her subjects, so they have to sign this treaty. With me so far? Good. So we go on to Article 1. Ah yes, a bit contentious. In the English version, Her Majesty's asking all the chiefs to cede all the rights and powers of sovereignty.
The chiefs are never going to agree to this. The Reverend William said as much.
And after some thought, I translated it to Kawanatanga, government or governorship, which was about as close as I could get and not provoke a walkout by the chiefs.
Kawanatanga? Rua, hea tēnā. Kao.
E kupu mihi nare. E rangatira pēr.
E, te tangata I horoira I ana ringa a Pontius Pilate. Koia te kawana. A koia te kawana e hara ko Caesar.
OK, the second clause. The chiefs are still chiefs over their lands and treasures. Taonga.
O te whenua tātou iwi. A tātou taonga, te reo, ngā wāhi tapu, ngā kōrero hakapapa hoki.
Ngā taonga katoa, he pono, he tika.
Tino rangatiratanga.
I kōrero māua ko tōku tuakana, I a karu whā I taua take. Ko tāku pātai ki āia, ko hoki mai o tātou whenua me ngā ahuatanga katoa o runga. Ka ki mai.
Of course. It'll be their land, under the governorship of the British Crown.
Article the 3rd, where the Queen graciously bestows on the native New Zealander the same rights and duties of citizenship as the people of England. Tikanga.
A tika a tauiwi, hea tēnā.
E aha, o rātu tika mihinga re.
And imparts on them all the rights and privileges of British subjects.
Ki runga I ngā iwi mai o Ingarani.
His Excellency now invites you to speak on the subject of the treaty, as just now
Karanga te rangatira, te kawana, maranga mai koe kei te kōrero mo te take ara te mana I Waitangi, kua tu whera nei.
Kei runga!
Kia ora koe te kāwana.
Health to the old governor.
Koia tāku ki a koe.
This is mine to thee.
Kāre ahau e hakai ana, kāre rawa!
I am not pleased towards thee. I do not wish for thee.
Te Camera Kaiteke. Always was a troublemaker and complainer.
He was Heke's uncle, a warrior, and a hard man to fathom.
I te tonu he matua kia. Ia te tikanga o tōna ingoa, a Kaiteke. Ai. E rangatira. E maramana koe.
Kāre ahau e hakai ana kia noho mai koe ki taku
I do not consent to thy staying here in this country.
Me he mea koe ka noho mai hei. Kāwana nā pēa kemara ka mau ka tarona
If
tia.
you stay, then perhaps Te Camera will be judged and condemned, even hanged by the neck.
Kāre rawa hau e hakai ana kia noho mai koe.
No, I will never say yes to you staying.
Koutou atou iwi. Kāre waia kia mā.
You English are not kind to us like other foreigners.
Ai, ki au hoki.
So go back.
Te kāwana.
Go back, Governor.
Kāre mātou.
I will never say yes to you staying. I will not consent to thy staying.
Haere! Te!
Go.
Thank you.
Te Camera.
Kaiteke!
There, translate that one, Your Reverend.
Next, please.
How do you do, Mr. Governor?
Let my lands be returned to me, which have been stolen by the missionaries. Who will return our lands to us?
I can assure you that all lands unjustly held will be returned.
Karawi. Tino rawi.
This is good.
Baker. Hana mai, Baker. Hana mai, Baker.
Ia tere Baker.
Haka hoki aku hinu ki ahau.
Ka hoki koia.
Koia na. Tā rātou teka.
Ai, koina.
Māwaia kau te haka hoki aku hinu ki ahau. Māwaia!
Oi, translate what the man says.
I'm doing my utmost.
He said he was robbed of his land.
He did not! So are you offering to assist Mr. Williams in his translation?
Just recommending he says what they says.
Order!
It's been suggested you don't fully comprehend the local vernacular.
I have no such concerns.
You felt competent to translate the treaty?
Yeah, assisted by my son Edward, who was raised here amongst the Ngāpuhi. I've always done my very best for these people. My conscience is clear.
Order!
Land commissioners will examine into land held by the missionaries as strictly as any other.
As any other! The people should recollect, were it not for the missionaries, they would not be here this day, nor be in possession of 1 foot of land in New Zealand. If any one person has prior claim to land in this country, that person must be the missionary, who has labored for so many years in this land when others were afraid to show their noses. I have 11 children.
Busy boy.
11 children! And what are they to do when I'm taken from them if they don't have land?
Hear, hear! I am happy to say I do own some land. Because after having served the government for 15 years, no provision has been made for myself and my family. And that's all I wanted to say. Really?
Well, perhaps we should hear from our next chief.
Hakarongo pēr tātou ki ngā rangatira.
Well, the problem is a few of the missionaries have taken advantage of their situation. Naturally, the natives are aggrieved.
Chief Rewa spoke against the treaty, and he's an important man. So did Y and Hariko. And then finally,
Cowity took the floor.
Here. Go! Go!
What dost thou want here? Now go back. We native men do not wish for you to stay. We do not wish to be trodden down. We are free.
I
will never say yes to you sitting here. Yesterday I was cursed by a white man. Is that straight?
The
white gives us £1 for a pig. He gives the white £4 for such a pig. Is that straight? If they would listen to you and obey, then good. But have they ever listened to Busby? No. No, he's a man of yesterday. So go back. Be gone.
Te pai hoki o te ahua o te tame hei. I runga I te matenga Hobson.
What did he say? Yes, traditional greeting.
Liar!
Me hiki ki runga. Me tuku ki rau.
To raise up or bring down?
Me pēha. Ko te hea.
Which is it to be?
Ko te hea! Who knows? Te rawa nei noho.
Sit, Governor.
Noho mai me mata.
Stay with us.
Me kore koe. Ka me meha mātou, ka ngaro mātou. Tangata whenua.
Without you, we natives are nothing. Gone, extinct.
Ka pēhea mātou.
What then shall we do?
Ko wai mātou.
Who are we?
Te kāwana. Noho mai hei matua mō mātou.
Sit, Governor, a father for us.
E pai, kei ko nei koe.
It is a good thing that you're here.
Ai, me te kupu a tātua.
It is even as the word of God.
Nā wai te ki me haere koe.
Who says that thou shalt leave us?
Kā.
No.
Kāre rawa.
No.
Ko ia te wā o te hokorama.
But then the rum sellers
Me te iwi
and French people
will have us natives. Noho mai.
Remain.
Noho mai.
Remain you. Sit you
Koutou me ngā mihinare.
with the missionaries.
Koutou katoa.
All is one.
E tamariki noa mātou.
We natives are children.
E tamariki noa nā koutou.
Yes, mere children.
O mātou mātua.
It is for you, our fathers.
Koutou, ngā mihinare. E whiriwhiri me pēha mā.
You missionaries to decide what it shall be.
E tamariki noa. Te tangata whenua.
We are only natives.
Noho mai, hei matua.
Sit, a father.
Hei kāwana, mō mātou.
And a governor for us.
It was a noble and most gracious speech.
I've known Hone Heke since he was a cheeky and troublesome lad at the mission school. But he's grown into manhood well.
Ngā, titiro, ka ki te koe I a tauiwi. Hari e rawe ana I toku karanga. Ai, tata tiku ana kauti te pukuriri.
Ko te hakaro o heke. E take noe o te take kei mui a tātou. Hei kara whiu mana I te taki wā. A te wā.
Korero ke te whenua.
Is not the land already gone?
Kua kapi katoa I a tauiwi.
Is it not covered with foreigners?
He ata.
What do you say?
E hoki e te kawana.
Governor, go
Kei
back.
te mawiwi ahau.
I'm sick.
Kua mate ahau.
I am dead.
Nau ahau I pats.
I am killed by you.
E mea koe I kōrero I mu I te wā hoko inu. I te wā hoko rawa tuatahi.
Had you spoken thus in the old times when the grog sellers and the traders first
E
came,
mea I panai a rātou I taua wā.
you turned them right away.
Kua tika koe ki te ki. E te kawana heo e ok.
Then you could say to the governor, go back.
E oi. Kua hoko a o whenua.
But you've sold your land,
Kua inua ngā waipiro.
drunk their rum,
Kua hoko a rātou pū.
bought their guns.
He atu.
Now as things are,
He atu. E te kawana. Tatu ki raro.
oh, Governor, sit.
Ko au. Ko tāmati wakanene e ki ana.
I, Tamati Wakanene, say to thee,
Nō mai tō mātou matua I te rongo.
stay thou our friend, our father,
He kawana.
our governor.
A moving and convincing speech. These really are of a most noble race.
Mea noa ka tiko a nene, ka patero mai a patsuane te tuakana. Me rangatira.
E hara te kupu mā ku I mua ngā rangatira, e ngā iwi e rua, tangata wenawa, me tau iwi.
Shall I say on this great occasion in the presence of all those great chiefs of both countries?
A point of interest, these chiefs are not just brothers connected by blood, they're also connected by this man.
Last year I baptized Nene, and just 10 days ago it was the turn of his older brother Patwane to be washed clean of sin. Indeed, I believe this may help our cause.
Te kawana, tako kupu ki a koe.
This is my word to you, O Governor.
Noho. Noho mai.
Sit. Stay thou.
Ngā koutou mihingare, te kupu a tātua.
And to the missionaries, and the word of God,
Kaore ana wiwi ki u mai.
that the French have us not.
Te nāna hoke a pikopo, he tangata keno.
That Peekable, that bad man, have us not.
Noho mai. Te kawana, kia au.
Remain, Governor.
Nā, kua uru katoa mai ki taku tima. Te rā tātou ka kite. We shall see. We shall see.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Kia ora. Now, I think perhaps we might take...
Ka! Nā wai te ki noho mai. E ho, haere. E hoki ki tō koutou whenua.
Says thou shalt stay. Return to thine own land.
Tēnā. Ko he koutou noho ai.
Besides, where art thou to dwell?
Kaore he whenua kua tō e mo koutou. Kua ngaro katoa ngā
A
whenua.
place left for thee, and my land is all gone.
Me pēhea hau.
Shall I be thus?
Me pēhea.
Thus?
Tēnā te kawana kōrero.
Come, speak, Governor.
Me pēnei a hau.
Shall I be like this?
How do you do, Governor? How do you do, Mr. Governor? Very nice to meet you, Mr. Governor. How do you do? How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do? Order! Please!
Hang on, what's just happened here? Honeheke's uncle has spoken against the treaty and upset the English. But why?
Me tino mohi o rātou katoa. Ko hene heke tonu te tino rangatira.
Kawana te wā.
Thank you all for your thoughts and vigorous contribution to the discussion.
And the next meeting, sir.
Yes, 2 days hence, Friday, The 7th instant at 10 a.m. This meeting shall be reassembled.
3 cheers for Governor Hobson. Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip, hooray! Hip hip!
Those stupid bastards. They've been played by Heke, and they don't even know it.
Hooray!
Tobacco for everyone.
The chiefs! No, he means tobacco for the chiefs only!
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Honestly, sometimes that man only opens his mouth to change feet.
I want tobacco for Chief Marupol. Hold on, hey! Marupol. Right there, go. All right, one at a time. Hold your horses, one at a time. Right there, go.
You mark my words, there'll be a right old cock up here today if the treaty doesn't get signed. Because some old chief has got the hump about his share. Don't you come crying to me.
Well, I think that all went rather well.
Absolutely. Do you think it wise to wait until the day after tomorrow for signing?
Surely they need time to discuss it.
Well, certainly.
And they're certainly fond of talking.
Of course.
In God's name.
A tow-hanger, sir. A local holy man.
Would you direct him towards the tobacco?
No, pray. Let him approach.
E koro hiki. Ka rea roa, ka mate.
What does he say?
Nothing of any importance, sir.
Pray, Mr. Colenso, tell me the exact meaning of his words. I'm much ravished to know all.
He said, alas, an old man, he will soon be, dead.
Right. Well, thank you, Mr. Colenso. Are we waiting for anyone?
No, sir. I should board the...
Did rather dampen proceedings.
Naturally, some were concerned it was a bad portent, but nothing as serious as the tobacco crisis.
Oh, arohana tau. Kare tūpeka mana.
Are tātou e kai tūpeka aha, ko he maha mā te katoa.
Wa wātea koe ki te hoki. Mea kare koe kei te waihoi tō moko.
E oia no, tuaki mō tātou tika. Mo te iwi hoki.
E mahara ake anā kei te wiriwiri tonu te hunga Pākehā I roto I o rātou hu. I te mataku I a kāuti te rangatira.
O māne o rātou hu I te mitinga e te ārero hone heke.
Kundui te pari a te tae. Kāre rawa tae te huri. E tamariki no iho mātou. Oh, te kāwana noho mai hei matua.
Maramata kutu. Te he koe heke pokai. Ka uto hai.
E mōhi o tūturu ana. Koe nei te wā. Ka te kai.
Mr. Hobson has requested a fresh copy of the treaty. On with room for all the native signatures.
Well, I wish I shared his optimism.
The chiefs are still debating the treaty. And I cannot say which way it will go.
Do you think they will even stay for another 2 full days?
God's will be done.
Well, we are here to do God's will as best we can.
He pēhea ke ana tēnā tūhakaro e ki he rangatira katoa tāta. Me me koe te rangatira, kaoro nui ho tāta.
Ia noi ho. E tūranga no ake. No tātou, motu hake te whenua.
Tēnā hea hake te tiriti, hea te tino take.
Ke tikanga nā tauiu.
Kā, he hara. Hea tātou e aru nei ngā taonga mo te hake a tātou. Raka tūpato a hungi hika. He maha, he mano mai I tapiti kāputa. Nā, kua umai ki te takototahi nei rātau.
Omare. So, who's thirsty then?
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
And so, as the warm, balmy night of the 5th of February fell, the real business of lobbying, discussion and deal-making got underway. On this score, at least, there can be little doubt that Pākehā and Māori understood each other perfectly.
How much you pay?
Sir!
Enter.
So you must come immediately.
Pray tell me why I must come immediately.
The natives are leaving.
What day is it?
Thursday, sir.
The next meeting is not scheduled until tomorrow.
The natives have decided otherwise.
Decided? But this is preposterous.
Yes, sir. Nevertheless.
My uniform. Find my cabin boy. He took it away to have it cleaned.
There is no time.
Really?
Just bring your hat, sir. The natives like your hat.
Well, I suppose.
It's a very nice hat, sir.
Well, I awoke to find some chiefs had already departed and more were planning to do so.
Hey, it was a right old mess. All the natives taken off, only a handful of whites turning up.
Some had grievances over the sharing of tobacco.
Can it just be that? Can it?
Kaya ke te iwi pākehā ka hea hea tia. Kua tata ki te ua. Ai.
Well, a message was sent to the Herald in haste, informing the governor of the gravity of the situation. But somehow the first message did not get through.
Eventually a boat was found and a messenger dispatched. I hear Mr. Hobson was a bit upset. He only had time to put on his civilian clothes. But at least he had his hat.
Take your places, please. Move it along. Hurry up now. His Excellency is about to speak.
Half the savages had left already. Hobson must have been soiling himself. He knew that if the chiefs don't sign here today, he will never be governor.
Greetings. Thank you all for coming.
Tēnā koutou nau mai, haere mai.
This is a momentous day indeed.
Ai, e noho puku ana. Tēnā koutou I hara mai nei ki tā mātou hui.
Now, I can only accept signatures this day. I cannot allow any discussion, this not being a regular public meeting.
Bonjour, Papa. Bonjour.
The man knows how to make an entrance. I'll give him that.
In my opinion, the papist had no right to be there, but Hobson was accommodating.
The bishop has requested that it be publicly stated to the natives that free toleration will be allowed in matters of faith.
I could scarce believe what was being asked of me.
Hobson was angling for support from the Catholic natives to shore up his own position. Perhaps the man has more intelligence than I give him credit for.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir. Me ana te kawana. Are you certain we can do this, sir?
Yes.
I really think it's rather
Gentlemen, please, it's a
We were losing them, so I quickly suggested a compromise, and I helped Mr. Williams write it out.
It became, in effect, the fourth article of the treaty.
Yes. Yes, I suppose it did.
Me ana te kawana. O ngā hakapono katoa o Ingarani, o ngā wetere ana o Roma, me te ritenga Māori hoki, e tiaki ngā tahitia e ia.
But yes, I added the clause about respecting Maori custom.
You thought that was important?
Yes. I didn't want Pompalio to think he'd won the day entirely.
Au, we ko marangata pihopa wiwi ka haere. E hare I te tangata pai hei mai pakanga.
I had no desire to be associated in the minds of the natives with English politics or this treaty. My concern, as always, is the kingdom of heaven.
I believe we're now ready to commence with the signing. If you could make your way in an orderly fashion.
At which point I'm thinking, oh no, all that work and the savages are not going to play the game.
Honestly, I had no idea.
Tama tū, tama ora, tama noho, tama mate. Or as the good book saith, God helps those who help themselves.
Sir, I am convinced that a great many of the natives have no real idea of what they're signing.
Perhaps it could be explained more clearly to constitute its legality.
The best answer to your concerns lies in the fine speech given yesterday by this very man about to sign. He said the native mind cannot comprehend these things. They must take the advice of the missionaries.
But Hobson wasn't taking our advice now.
Me he ori te kupu a ngā mihina ki tāku kupu. E pai tonu kia. Hara tēnei mā tāku ringa.
I sign this not with my hand,
Engari, mā te mano aku tūpuna, kaharau.
with the mana of my ancestors. Kaharau.
A kau te awha.
Ko te whako.
Which is Hike's way of letting the other chiefs know he was the man and had the ancestry to prove it.
Ai, I runga rawa taku ingoa. O miri iho hei raro mai, mai ho ko rātau.
He iwi tahi tātou. Yes, well, I had Williams coach me on how to say that. Just a nice touch, I thought.
Let's take a moment to consider the enormity of what's just occurred. Heke Pokai, also known as Hone Heke, has now attached his considerable mana to the signing of this document. If the other chiefs sign, it could look as though they're following Heke. If they refuse, Heke might control trade with the English.
It's an appalling sight. A naked savage carrying on, undermining the dignity of the whole occasion.
The look on Hobson's face. I feared he might have apoplexy right there on the spot.
I was quite clear there were to be no more speeches.
Sir, perhaps we should just continue, sir.
Yes, indeed. The next to sign, please.
Next!
Step forth, if you please, sir. Tamati Pukatutu. Rewa.
E kiana te piho pa tērā tātou tangata whenua. Hei wini ho, ka tūranga tira tātou ke raru i a wiwi?
E tai ai ngā kaureka nei. Ka hore rawa he mea tika ki te iwi.
Kawa e pōhehe. Me he mea kāre au I tautoko e kore te tiriti.
Kāre tāku I ngā tuinga I runga I te pepa. Ko te mea nui ko ngā mihi. E rau e ngā kōrero.
Te patu ato hōriri, ka taia. Te karawa te kupu, ka haore.
Te kawa.
Ka maua tātou hai! Ka weko lau tātou!
Te kamera.
Ka rungai karawatu!
Tamati Wakanene.
Te hai. Koe a tonu taku hia he painga te tiriti mō tangata whenua, mō tātou. Ngā tātou anō o tātou whenua, te takutai moana, ngā wairere me ngā taonga maha e tiaki. Kāore he aha kia Hone Heke.
Ka ki te iwi nei no!
Te rangatira kua mau ki te reo o tauiwi. Ko ia te rangatira o te ao hokohoko. Ko ia te rangatira whai mana.
Ngā pūriri o taia mai ngā rūkau pa ruakingi e rātau ki runa whewai.
Let somebody do something about that man!
Mokoa kei
Marupo!
mai wheruke!
Marupo!
Hey, iwi, tahi, tato.
How do you do, Mr. Governor? How do you do?
How do you do?
Aua te pō tai o te kāwa no I tami hei. I runga I te mate ngā maripo.
Are there any more chiefs who wish to make their mark?
Then I think that's enough for today. Mr. Freeman?
Yes, sir.
Please make your way to the store tent to collect your blankets and tobacco.
No, no.
Hip hip!
No.
Hip hip! Hip hip!
E hia wiki mai Noho tahi mao ko te kāwana.
I hai koe?
Kaha taku iwi hakapai tērā rātau kararu. I taku haenga, tūturu taku haka mau. Ki runga ake I tērā hone heke.
Well, that's it then. Country's gone to hell in a handcart. These natives have no idea what they're in for. Good for business, no doubt. Hey, lad, how would you like to meet a genuine Maori princess?
Well, gentlemen, good day's work. Good day's work indeed.
My wife inquired if you would care to join us to dinner.
I'd be delighted, old chap. But arrangements aboard ship have already been made. Another time. Ah, Mr. Colenso. Perhaps you would be so kind as to assist my officer in the fair distribution of blankets and remaining tobacco.
At least Colenso got his wish to print the treaty in te reo. And the treaty, Te Tiriti o Waitangi, began its long journey around New Zealand and through history to become our nation's founding document. A document thrown together in a slapdash, last-minute, maybe even quintessentially Kiwi kind of way. A treaty that continues to grow in mana thanks to the efforts of its champions, tangata whenua and Pākehā alike. In the end, about 542 chiefs signed. Many did not, but that didn't matter to Hobson or the Colonial Office. As far as they were concerned, New Zealand was now a British colony. In time, some Pākehā and even a few Māori will say that the chiefs signed away their birthright for 2 scarlet blankets and some tobacco.
E mea noi ko te tūwheka me ngā paraika. Ko te pātai hiaha su te tuatu. Ko te mano o Kuini Wikitoria, kua hura I te whānui. I te mano a Kaipuke me te mano o te hāhi mihina. E miri ho hoki te mana me te ihi o te atua. Motu haki. And they are very good blankets.
The tohunga was right. Less than 2 years after the signing of the treaty, Governor Hobson was dead, leaving Britain's most recent colony in a little bit of a mess. But that's another story.